Wave 3 of Operation Rat has begun. From here, the Crucis Lancers will divide and conquer a number of systems, securing our grip of the Tikhonov commonality. The second and third Crucis Lancers' next assignment is to take the world of Tigris. Boasting one of the highest standards of living and well-educated populaces in all of the Capellan Confederation, Tigris has acted as a cultural center and brain trust of the Capellan state for centuries. Bringing Tigris to heel will consolidate the Federated Sun's might throughout the Terran corridor, and further secure our hold of vital jump ship routes into the Lyran Commonwealth. Its conquest will also rob House Liao of a major population center containing some of the Capellan state's brightest minds and wealthiest families, hampering the Confederation for generations. Given the system's wealth and nobility, House Liao has stationed significant defenses on Tigris. With only 2nd and 3rd battalions assigned to this invasion, we should expect to encounter stiff resistance to our occupation, as we will not be able to rely on the same amount of support that we received on Tikhonov. But always remember, the Lancers have already done what not even the Star League could do. We took the unconquerable world of Tikhonov. Compared to that, there is nothing that Tigris can throw at us that we haven't already faced before. The fulcrum of power on Tigris is a heavy concentration of the system's populace, clustered around a number of townships and cities known locally as Suga Chongshi, the Four Cities. We've made planetfall 40 clicks north of our main objective, shielded by a small but dense forest known as Yorlor's Grove, while the third has made planetfall in the Granite Field Mountains to the east of our objective. We are each set to advance on the city from both directions and attempt a pincer attack to claim the Four Cities. Tread carefully. While Tigris is not the fortress world that Tikhonov was, we will not have the luxury of having the full might of all 8 Lancer regiments on our side. For this campaign, it's just us and the third, so watch each other's backs and don't do anything reckless.
Do we have any intel on our op-4?
Mio intelligence reports Warrior House Hiritsu and Kerr intruders have been stationed on Tigris for years with direct support from Laurel's Legion, a mercenary battalion with direct ties to the ruling family of Tigris. Beyond that, we have no intel on if those units are stationed here at full strength or only have a handful of battalions stationed here on garrison duty, so our best estimates range from 1 to 3 regiments worth of hostiles in system.
That's quite a range, sir.
All the more reason to tread carefully, Mechwarrior. Continue to follow the marked nav point route to our planned encampment site. Once we've set up a foothold within the system, we'll send out recon squads to see what is what.
Getting some heavy sensor disruption. Could be the Liao scouting our formations.
Contact. I have multiple heavy contacts lighting up across the board. IFF identifies them as Kerr's intruders, Liao's premier assault regiment. All Lancers, weapons free.
Looks like those Ravens weren't scouting our forces, but screening the intruders' numbers.
Why am I reading Davian serial codes on these hostiles?
Took that one down with a headshot. Nice shooting. The Confederation lost much of their domestic assault mech production back in the Second Succession War. Kerr's intruders makes up for that by fielding large amounts of Davian salvage. Just focus on their IFF signatures.
Easier said than done. All of this sensor jamming.
Can't shoot straight with all this interference. Someone take those Ravens out.
Target acquired.
What the hell? A charger just chewed through my torso with a large bore autocannon.
That must be one of those new variants whipped out by Hellspawn Industries. Focus on taking them down quickly. Those are carrying more than just Tomcat lasers and can be quite lethal up close. Approach them with caution. The intruders might have gotten the jump on us, but we are not out of this fight. Keep on them, Lancers. We're turning this around. One final push should be all we need.
Approaching.
Nice kill, Commander. It's going crit.
Shot!
Finish off whatever stragglers you can find, but let the rest of them go. The third is counting on us to be in position for our joint assault. We need to save our manpower for the fight ahead. Continue along to the marked nav points.
We still need to reach and secure our forward operating base. Great work, Commander. We took a beating, but crippling Kurz intruders takes the key Liao Assault Battalion off the board. You've provided a great service to House Davian this day. This should make our engagements with the elite Warrior House troops easier.
Be waiting in the ready room, Commander.
Enemy contacts, guns up.
Marshal Davian, Lao forces are making their move. You're clear to make your play.
Rogers, Marshal Pedroza. Okay, Commander. Our brothers in the 3rd Crucis are now defending a Liao counteroffensive. While they hold Confederation forces at bay, we're clear to make our play against the 4 cities. The region is dependent on a number of large fusion generators that power the entirety of the grid from a centralized power plant. In order to minimize civilian casualties, we want your lance to move quickly and neutralize these generators. Make your way to the marked nav point and destroy all the marked generators. My forces will move to blockade the city and draw out existing defenders. Good luck, Commander.
Something don't sit right with me. One taking out the fusion generators just leads to more suffering for these people.
We consider this our most humane option. Our hope is to avoid the potential bloodshed of 2 whole mech regiments descending into the city to defend it. By having a single lance take out the generators, we're hopeful that Mandrissa Laurel will surrender her world to prevent more bloodshed.
I got it!
Target restored. Target acquired.
Response, Commander. Let's get to work.
New target, Spider.
Through our lines. We need help immediately.
Damage. Jesse, I'm rerouting our heavy battalion to assist. It should be at your location in 15 minutes. Try to hold out till then. Commander, I need to break our blockade to help the 3rd, so be advised. Enemy reinforcements may break through.
Baby, this is 3rd Crucis Command. Infantry from House Harris 2 have broken into the rear line and are attacking our command center. We're putting up resistance, but we can't do it alone. Requesting 2nd Lancer unit to reinforce.
Jesse, our forces are already committed to our assault on the 4 cities. Deviating from the mission plan could throw the entire attack into disarray. Request denied.
Jackson, my command center. It's been hit by heavy autocannon fire. Heavy infantry raided our headquarters shortly afterwards. They got our MIIO code book.
No! God damn it all! If the Mechwarrior decrypt those code books, it could completely compromise Operation Rat.
Galax armor. Down. Marshal Stadium. Jackson! I'm sorry.
Marshal Pedroza! Jesse! Shit, we've lost comp. Commander, I'm rerouting to support the 3rd. Brianna, I'm appointing you operational commander of this mission. Finish this, then fall back to our positions.
Understood, Marshal. Good hunting.
Leave it to Davian's dogs and put innocent people's livelihood. You're gonna take one of theirs. We'll make you regret attacking our home planet.
These operators are with the targets. Let's make our quarter. Fall back to your designated exfil site and prepare to regroup at Marshal Davion's position. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Be sure to put that ammo to good use.
important that you stop the Mechwarrior from decrypting those codebooks. With them, they can decrypt our reports and significantly stifle Operation Rat security, putting not just our lives, but all Federated Suns forces at risk. Our MEO liaison has relayed the locations of known Mechwarrior relay stations in the system's capital of Jianfeng. We need them destroyed ASAP before they decode and transmit the data to Comstar. They'll know what we're up to the second we start taking down their relay stations. So timing is of the utmost importance in this mission, Commander. Good luck.
Looks like the Liao forces know what you're up to. It's now even more critical to carry out this operation quickly.
Federated forces. You're attempting to hold our transmission of new intelligence for the Chancellor. I need whatever house hidden true forces you can spare to store these Federates as long as possible.
Sounds like they're calling in the cavalry, Commander. Let's hurry it up here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
The entire equipment package to Comstar now. We cannot risk the call returning to Federal hands.
Damn it. It's now or never, Commander. We need to stop those transmissions before they complete their handoff. Get this job done now!
Keep critical. Target destroyed. System offline.
Your Federals are too late. The package is in the hands of Comstar. Your illegal annexation of Command territory ends now.
All right, Commander. Fall back. The Lancers will soon be able to spare a mech company to deal with this rabble later. Return to base, and we'll plan our next moves.
I can't sustain damage like this much longer.
see what Marshal Davion has planned for us once we relink with the rest of the Lancers.
Sonar, capital system of the Sonar Commonality, and one of the jewels of the Capellan Confederation. For centuries, Sonar had been a beacon of industry and technological sophistication, once housing large populous cities across all of its continents, feeding a healthy commercial manufacturing industry. But, like the rest of the Ionosphere, the succession wars brought death and destruction to Sonar. Today, although it's only a shadow of its former self, it remains an important world. Its aerospace and dropship manufacturing centres, combined with its centralised location in Capellan space, have made it a prime target for the Federated Sun's ongoing invasion of the Confederation. House Davion has charged the elite 5th Certis Fusiliers with taking Sonar. In order to complete our mission, we will first need to make contact with their commanding officers, General Gordon Hartstone and Colonel Anthony Harkness. But something seems to be wrong. Although we jumped into the system 7 days ago, I have not yet been able to hail anyone on the wideband Federated Sun's command channel. I'm getting nothing but silence every time I try. Even more disturbing, the local news is reporting that the Fusiliers have attacked and destroyed Sonar's HPG relay station, which has cut the system out of contact with the rest of the Ionosphere, spreading panic among Sonar's populace. Our mission to recover the stolen Neo codebooks is far too important for us to abandon. Whatever the odds, we must make contact with the 5th Certis Fusiliers and request their assistance in finding and destroying the stolen codebooks. Otherwise, the entire security of Operation Rat could be compromised. Let's just hope we're not too late.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The communications disarray caused by the Comstor HPG relay station's destruction has allowed us to land on Soina undetected. But I'm still not getting any responses on the Federated Sun's wideband. The only thing we're detecting is a faint SOS signal from the 5th Certis Fusilier at Mortic's approximate location on your HUD. If there are any Federation forces out there, we need to make contact with them ASAP if we are to have any hope of surviving this deep into Kaplan territory. But be on your guard, Commander. This SOS signal could be a trap. Fusiliers, transmitting IFF frequencies to them now. Let's go up and introduce ourselves.
Incoming mechs, stay where you are. Your IFF says you're with the 2nd Cruises Lancers. Why are the Lancers here on Sana?
The Lancers Artillery Force is only us. We're here on special assignment from Marshal Jackson Davion. We have an urgent matter to discuss with General Hearthstone.
He's gone. We believe he's been KIA.
What about Colonel Harkness?
Definitely KIA. His Marauder was bombarded by Inferno missiles. When he tried to punch out, Inferno gel poured into his cockpit and burned him alive.
Who's in charge here then?
You're looking at her. Captain Alana Damu, 5th Certis Fusiliers, 1st Battalion. And as much as I would love to know why you're here, that is going to have to wait. We've got bigger problems at the moment. We're waiting on our salvage teams to strip this Gazelle for any surviving provisions. We're not going to make it much longer if we can't salvage as much of its supplies as we can. We're detecting Liao forces converging on our position. They must have tracked your approach here. Lancers, my men are exhausted and stretched to the brink. I cannot afford to lose any more of them. Help us fight through this with minimal losses, and I'll see what I can do about helping you with your special assignment.
We're on it, Captain. Target is on the field. Let's take it down.
No. Our dropship support was destroyed in low orbit shortly after we made planetfall. We've been tracking down and salvaging whatever supplies we can from as many of the down and worst options we can find. I'll be straight with you. After a solid month of dodging hostile forces, we're on our last legs.
What happened here?
Sorna was a trap. Our Neo intelligence was completely inaccurate. They said that the system was only defended by a few regiments of militia with possible light mech reserve support. What we ended up getting was all 4 regiments of Mechwarrior armored cavalry. They waited for us to make planetfall before attacking our dropships as they tried to return to a low orbit, trapping all of us on this rock. Then their mech and vehicle forces pinned us against the Grey River and slaughtered everyone. Only a handful of us were able to make it out. If we don't secure these supplies, we won't last much longer. What you see here is pretty much all that's left of the 5th Certus Fusiliers.
Ship coming in. Targeted battle mech in the area. Have you attempted to contact any jump ships at the Soina jump point?
We've tried multiple times, but the Confederation has seemed to blanket the entire system in some sort of thick electromagnetic field that's completely scrambling anything that isn't short-range communications on planet.
That would explain why we weren't reading anything on the wideband on our burn into the system.
Has been dispatched.
Destroyed. New target Blackjack.
I don't believe that for a second. No matter what the Confederation state-run news says. The HPG was our only hope of contacting anyone off-world about our dire situation here. It makes no sense that we would destroy the only means of saving ourselves. With Liao shooting down our dropships and the HPG destroyed, we have no way of contacting anyone off-planet. Whoever destroyed the HPG most likely condemned us all to death.
Yeah, something seemed fishy about that. You have to be absolutely mental to even think about crossing Comstar and their HPG stations. Last time someone tried, the entire Free Worlds League found themselves without interstellar communications for almost a year. And they only got it back because their Captain General capitulated to Comstar's every demand.
Confederation.
Go to base. Fighting on hostile forces. Moving to strike.
I'm showing no further enemies on scope. It looks like we are in the clear.
Your Lancers really pulled through for us. Thank you. Stick around till we're done here, then follow us. We'll talk about Marshal Davian's special assignment for you once we reach our encampment. Word of advice, though, lose the dropship. Keep it suborbital if you need to relocate. The Big Mac will shoot you out of the sky if they think you're assisting us. Whether you like it or not, you're stuck in the trenches with us till this is all over. Attention. Prepare for battle-like departure. Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Coming up on the ruins of the HPG relay station. I've marked the map with the last known location of the Fusiliers transponders being sent. They all went rogue. Be sure to be on your guard and watch your backs. McCarran's armored cavalry is still breathing down our necks looking to finish us off for good. Let's go find our answers.
Enemy contacts gun shop. Tango down.
Target destroyed.
I see them. Whoever they aren't with the Fusiliers. This is Captain Alana Damu of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. Who the hell are you, and why are you using our transponder signals?
Griffin.
We serve a purpose much higher than yours, my child. I regret you coming here. Now I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave this place alive. To die, knowing your sacrifice will usher humanity into a new old era.
Screw that and screw you! I don't have any plans on dying today, but I do plan on dismantling you imposters piece by piece until you tell me what I want to know. That ominous word vomit spewing from your mouth is supposed to actually mean something.
Target destroyed.
Ha! Not the first time the Fusiliers have heard that one.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
But it's true. Gambit wishes to see you use pride and Certus Fusiliers. Offered up to Leo as a blood sacrifice. Retaliation for Duke Michael Half-Italian's treachery, selling Federation secrets directly to Maximilian Leo.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Fairly active imagination you have there. The Confederation's ambassador to New Certus kidnapped our Duke and took him to Sion, where Max Liao executed him in cold blood. Duke Hasek Davion was a patriot to the entire Federated Sons and died at the hands of a madman. exhausting series of mental gymnastics you've laid out there. And how, might I ask, would you know all of this?
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Concern to you. Die, knowing that your sacrifice here will serve as the foundation for a better, more peaceful inner sphere.
We have our ways as well, of putting imposters like you into the ground. If you won't tell us the truth now, we'll just have to drag it out of you after we rip you out of your cockpit and make you pay for what you've done.
Looks like they're all down.
Good. Bring the support infantry out and take in as many prisoners as possible. Rip each and every one of them out of their mechs. I want answers, and we aren't going to get any if we don't bring these imposters in alive. Right, Commander. We were able to learn the location of Sarna's Mechwarrior headquarters and support facilities around the capital city of Sarna from our captured imposters. If your stolen codebooks were delivered anywhere, it would have been at any of the marked facilities for decoding. With the HPG system down, it's fairly safe to assume the code... would not have been able to make it off planet even if they were decoded. So if you can destroy them here, it's unlikely Liao will be able to retrieve them again. We are deep in enemy territory here, so I can only support you with a small team of commandos. They will tail you and verify the destruction of the codebooks once you destroy the marked buildings. This is your mission, and I need to tend to the Fusiliers and plan our next move. So I'll leave the rest of this up to you and Rihanna. Best of luck.
And to you, Captain Damu. I've got nothing to add to that, Commander, so let's get the job done.
Fire started.
Let's be quick about this, Commander. Attention, Commander. Just keep at it.
Target eliminated. eliminated.
That's the last facility. The infantry will take it from here. We need to evacuate now, before McCarran's armored cavalry shows up in force. Make your way to the marked exfil site.
Initiating protocol Flenshaw Kanker. Evacuate all facilities. Destroy and burn all hard drives, computers, and data caches before you evacuate. Make sure you will be please stay indoors.